I'm Helena Wadia, and this is the Evening Standard's front page. Detectives today are investigating whether the police officer held over Sarah Everard's murder might have committed other offences. Sources said that officers were trawling through the background of Wayne Couzens, including his activities during previous careers. The disclosure follows the revelation that Couzens is a suspect after an indecent exposure incident at a McDonald's in South London on February 28th, 3 days before Ms Everard went missing as she walked home from Clapham. The Independent Office for Police Conduct has begun an inquiry into the handling of the incident amid fears that they might have missed an opportunity to arrest him, or if the investigation was moving at a reasonable speed. The husband of Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe has said making her visible had kept her safer as she faces another court appearance in Iran on Sunday. The British-Iranian mother has completed a near 5-year sentence for alleged spying, but faces another court hearing this weekend on new charges of spreading propaganda. She has always denied all the charges, and the UK government has called for her immediate release. It comes after a medical report sent by a charity to the British government said Ms Zaghari-Ratcliffe needs urgent treatment for her mental health. The report said she is suffering from major depression and PTSD. Her husband Richard Ratcliffe said her future was still very uncertain, and it would take a long time for his wife's mental anxiety to go away. The scale of Brexit chaos at Britain's borders was starkly exposed today as official figures revealed that trade with Europe collapsed in January. Exports to the 27 countries of the European Union slumped by a record 40.7%, with imports down by £6.6 billion. The trade figures cover the month after the end of the Brexit transition period on New Year's Day. New checks, tariffs and red tape reportedly brought lengthy delays at ports, particularly at Dover. The Duchess of Sussex has told London schoolchildren of the power of small acts of compassion as the row over her bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey continued to rock the monarchy. A year after visiting the Robert Clack Upper School in Dagenham on one of her last official engagements as a frontline royal, Meghan sent a letter to students there. It expressed her happiness at the reopening of schools in the UK after a series of closures during the COVID-19 pandemic. In the letter, dated the day after the interview broadcast, Meghan wrote, "Small acts of compassion have the power to make a real and lasting difference, and I thank all of you for the kindness you provided me during my visit." The letter comes as the royal family still struggles to contain the fallout from the couple's claims about racism and neglect during the Duchess's period as a working member of the royal family. And finally, Canadian pop star The Weeknd has pledged a permanent boycott of the Grammys, alleging corruption within its nomination process. He told the New York Times that because of secret committees, he will no longer allow his label to submit his music to the Grammys. The committees mentioned are selected by the Recording Academy to review the nominations by its voting membership, but retain executive power over who makes the official shortlists. The Weeknd received no nominations for this year's Grammys, despite officially having the biggest song of 2020 with Blinding Lights and a double platinum album with After Hours. He previously tweeted that the Grammys remain corrupt and owe me, my fans and the industry transparency. For all these stories and more, head to standard.co.uk.